What is going on with this Greece national team, man? I thought it was just Ajax alone that would be stressing me out, but Greece knows how to stress out people, man. This team here, they love bringing Scotland back into the game, and big up Scotland. Scotland, big up. You guys have heart. You see this? Now, I ain't gonna lie, the skill base still need to work on it, if I'm being honest. But you know what? I like Scotland, man. I want Scotland to come out of this group here. Just because Greece can't come out of this group here, I prefer Scotland to come out of this group here, man. Because they have heart. I ain't gonna lie, because this game should have been over within the first 20 minutes. Greece was having the time of their life. They were getting wave after wave after wave. Pavlidis missing again. Pavlidis! I have Pavlidis as a top 10 striker in the world on his day. I tell you, Pavlidis is a dangerous brother, man. But come on, man, we can't be missing all these chances, but Greece be having so much chances, but and it should be clear-cut goals, but they keep on missing every time, but all the keeper saves, they shouldn't be missing that, man. They should not be missing that. But again, big up to Scotland, but Scotland themselves even refuse to score. Like this was a great game. I ain't gonna lie, this was something to watch. I truly enjoyed this game. This was one of the best games I see for the year, because for some weird reason, Greece almost bottled a 3-0 win in the 65th minute. That would have been great. Listen, if you wanted to hear me cuss bad words for the first time, it would have been today. It would have been today. Well, it's tonight in Greece right now. Shout out to Greece. But listen, I would have tripped off, man, because there's no way this should have been so close. But then again, Scotland is just a very, very, you know, they get into your face, but I like this Scotland team, but again, it's not on the skill level, they're not up there with the, of course, with like Denmark and stuff, but I like the heart of Scotland. But to big up Greece, firstly, I must say, good goal, Bakasetas. Again, Pavlidis, you have to score those chances, man. You are a top 10 striker, in my opinion. But good goal from Bakasetas. And then, who was the guy who scored the second goal? Caretsas. And again, I really do hope that Caretsas, I think Caretsas actually linked with like Everton or Liverpool or something. Some teams, I think, linked with Caretsas. Caretsas has a high ceiling, boy. I saw Caretsas hitting elasticos out there. Caretsas is him. Yeah, I'm telling you, Caretsas is going to be him. Look out for this guy within the next year. By next year, this guy has to end up in a top 5 league. Point blank period. This guy is a baller for a young guy. I think, is he still 18 or 19 somewhere, man? Let me check, man. Because listen, I truly rate Caretsas. 17. He is 17, man. I swear he was 18 by now, but this guy is still 17, man. Caretsas is him. He is like, I honestly didn't want to bring this up, but to see the same way how people be bringing up Yamal and Desiree Doué, I'm telling you, if this brother was in a bigger team, he would have been in the conversation. Caretsas is that good, boy. He is good, very good. So big up Caretsas with his goal, and of course, I must be, listen, as someone who backs Greece, who is from the Caribbean, it is so refreshing to see Tete on the pitch, man. And not only that, you know, as a Super League Greece fan from the Caribbean as well too, seeing a guy who plays with Kifisia playing with the Greece national team is always refreshing to see as well too. And he actually deserves to be there. Tete had a good game. He started off a bit shaky. I guess that was in nerves because, again, playing in Kifisia Stadium, you know, it isn't like the biggest stadium, but, you know, playing in a packed Karaiskakis Stadium had a respect still. And again, shout out to the Scotland fans again, but the Scotland fans, they were very loud in Karaiskakis, but because Karaiskakis is pretty big. I ain't gonna lie, how big is Karaiskakis? I think that's like one of the biggest stadiums in Greece. I think Oaxaca should be bigger than them, but no, not Oaxaca, the national stadium, sorry. Okay, whatever. But still, the Scotland fans were pretty up for it, man. I really respect the Scotland fans. They came out there to back their team, but they didn't care. But again, shout out to Greece because we got the third goal courtesy of Zolis just too much fire on the shot. I think the goalkeeper probably should have done better, but too much fire for him, I guess, and it goes up in the top corner. So and at that point, you think that Greece should be cruising comfortably. They should be, just getting stuck in or even press a little harder and get even more goals. But for some weird reason, Greece allows Scotland to get back into the game, and Scotland was looking really threatening. At that point, Greece almost locked off. It was like Greece stopped playing, and it reached up back to 3-2. The first goal, again, some might say the thing with Vagianidis, maybe he got an elbow, I don't know. I really didn't really look into it, but I didn't say want to think that, man. That was just poor defending from the back post. I think Tsimikas who let that guy come and score. And then the second goal, really poor defending again from the centre backs. Just an open header with one guy, just marking one guy in the box. It was an open header, free. But Vlaco Dimo, yeah, because of course, remember the last game, Zalakis did the craziness. So Zalakis really let me down, but because I rate Zalakis. I think he's one of the pillars within like Olympiacos football. Of course, El Kabi and Chiquinho. Well, Podence comes back, and he's up there. He's one of the Mount Rushmore of Olympiacos football. But he really let me down the last game, and it was nice to see Vlaco Dimo come back in. So Vlaco Dimo made a lot of crucial saves because this game here could have drawn, could have even been lost for Greece, and it would have been a total disappointment. That wouldn't have sit right with Greek fans at all. Even though Greek fans, we kind of get accustomed to it though, especially once you're part of our Super League Greece team, especially Ajax fans. Ajax fans are accustomed to this. We are accustomed to this kind of craziness. But yeah, man, it was a really nice game. One of the best games I see for the year. I truly thankful that Greece actually win, but of course it comes when it doesn't matter, and that shouldn't be. I truly think this team here should have been a World Cup team, but again, Jovanovic, he has the skills and he has the tactics that he could impart into the players them, but this team here needs like motivation. This team needs leadership. And I guess Bakasetas, he trying the best, but the whole team, and I guess because they're so young, they just don't have that, that prowess to propel themselves when it is they are on top. Again, this game should have been done, it should have been 3-0 within the first 20 minutes. If it is they scored them goals there, I don't think Scotland would have had all that, guile to still come back into the game. We need to beat off teams early. Once you beat off the teams them early, then they could have control. But we always keep this 1-0, and then the team just keep on rising and rising and rising, because at a point in time, it was about 10 shots to 1. And that was late into the first half. Scotland wasn't getting nothing. They were just wave after wave after wave for Greece, but for some weird reason, Scotland got back into this game. And they even had a shot on the crossbar. Come on, that shouldn't be, boy. We need to develop ruthless behavior in this Greece national team. So for the Euros, we need it. We need it. We need to go deep into the Euros, at least try to win. I actually believe this is a core team that could win the Euros. But they just have to show up, and they have to have that ruthless nature and actually believe in themselves. We're still kind of timid on the ball. We're still giving away loose passes, because he had one where I think it was Caretsas passed a ball back, and the guy let the ball roll and he just pushed it in front of, I think it was Mavropanos or Kolarakis, one of them, and got a breakaway, and then Vlaco Dimo again saved our bacon. So Greece, we need to sort this out, man. So again, shout out to the Greece national team. They got a win against Scotland again. This is the fourth installment within the past 6 months. Yeah, crazy. This has slowly becoming a derby. Yeah, this is slowly becoming like a derby now. This team is so accustomed to this team now. Greece plays Scotland so much times. But yeah, man, shout out to all the Greece fans, and shout out to all the Scotland fans as well too. Scotland, big up. That was a good fight, if I'm being honest. And Greece should have never allowed that to happen, but good fight still, nevertheless. So if it is you're new here, if it is your Ajax fan, if it is your Greece national team fan, make sure to subscribe to this page here. Press the like button, leave a comment as well too. But like, share, subscribe, and press the notification bell so you don't miss any more content from me. Peace out. Mono Bumbleclad Greece, bye.